5 things that are totally normal in some countries, yet make the rest of the world confused. An open mind is one of the most important things travelers need when jet setting around the world. You might not always know what you're ordering off a menu or why the toilets look so different from back home, but that's just part of the adventure. Every country has its quirks, so some people have been opening up on Reddit about the things no one bats an eye at in their own nations. Below, you can learn all about these unique things that make nations special, while simultaneously confusing foreigners, and read conversations with travel experts Elise of The Invisible Tourist and Dave and Deb of the Planet D. Number 1. In Canada, we put maple syrup on snow and wait for it to get all gooey, then we eat it. Number 2. In Denmark, our way of caring for our children baffles a lot of foreigners. I.e., we find it natural to leave them unattended. They are left in their prams to nap basically everywhere, usually outside no matter what time of the year it is. To learn more about the cultural differences visitors find when traveling internationally, we reached out to Australian travel expert Elise, also known as the Invisible Tourist. Elise was kind enough to share a list of things that are perfectly normal in the land down under that might be surprising or confusing for tourists. There are quite a few, she told Bored Panda. Having Christmas in summer is awesome. We have our extended holiday period over Christmas and New Year's to relax, enjoy beaches and to catch up with family and friends. School kids call erasers rubbers, thongs are what you would call flip-flops, and a slippery dip is a slide at the local park. We always welcome visitors from abroad with a warning about our drop bears, Elise added. These are vicious koalas that jump from trees onto unsuspecting tourists, and the only way to suit them is with Vegemite. Spoiler alert, only visitors believe drop bears are real. Number 3. Throwing cheese down a hill then running after it. Number 4. Thanking the bus driver. The travel expert also noted that Australian slang can be confusing for foreigners. To get by in Australia, it's essential to shorten words then add an O or IE to the end. Arvo, afternoon, Barbie, barbecue, Motzi, mosquito, Kazi, swimming costume / bathers, servo, service station / petrol station. An exception to this ends with an A, Macca's, our word, or McDonald's. If you're wanting to purchase alcohol for a party, you won't find it in our supermarkets, Elise continued. We have separate stores that sell alcohol only that we call Bottle OS. You also probably don't need to worry about snakes if you're taking a trip to Australia. Visitors are surprised that there aren't snakes everywhere, like social media would otherwise have you believe, Elise says. I've maybe seen a real snake in the wild once or twice in my entire life. Number 5. In the UK, it's definitely how we treat our friends. At uni, quite a few people, especially Americans, got pissed at me for insulting them. That's just how we act. Only worry when we're being polite.